Perfect timing right there. Good morning. It is 6:30 on the dot on this Saturday, August 22nd. I'm Mike Holden. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll have your top stories in just a moment. But first, meteorologist Jessica Faith is here with a look at weather right now. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning. We look pretty good. You see this shot behind me? Looking good in Pittsburgh as we look. Coming up in just a few minutes.
Time and time again, he's weaponized the police against protesters.
Local activists say they have lost trust in Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto, despite sweeping changes now in place at the city's police department. The mayor announced the changes on Friday after a pop-up arrest last weekend sparked days of demonstrations right in front of his home. In addition to the tactics used last Saturday, activists also questioned the use of pepper spray on protesters in Mellon Park this week. On Friday, Mayor Peduto said these methods stop right now, announcing personnel changes in key decision-making positions and new policies for use of force and de-escalation. While some community members say it's an important first step, others say they want more.
I'm happy to see measures are being taken.
What concerns me the most is whether or not they are going to change things.
Now, the mayor says keeping the community safe while demonstrators exercise their right is his top priority. He says all military-style uniforms are no longer allowed in these situations, and arrests are not to be made by plainclothes officers or unmarked units. Fentanyl is a drug we have told you about many times before. It's 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine, and it kills hundreds of people in our area. Fentanyl was found in 77% of the county's 564 overdose victims in 2018. That's the last year we have data for. And that brings us to this. Federal prosecutors, the FBI, and local police say they broke up a gang that trafficked fentanyl in Allegheny County and Westmoreland counties. Channel 11's Michelle Chavez found out how extensive this drug operation was.
Law enforcement says they connected the dots between
by zone and neighbor
as the PIAA has agreed.
Neighborhood, and we are going to take out these gangs.
Michelle Chavez for Channel 11 News.
This morning, a major sigh of relief for student athletes as the PIAA has agreed to let fall sports start on Monday. The decision coming 2 weeks after Governor Tom Wolf recommended canceling sports until January. Channel 11 talked to WPIAL director Amy Schoeneman just minutes after this decision came down. She said the WPIAL fought for this outcome to allow schools to decide.
Every decision is going to come down to their comfort level of offering the sport, be it individual sports or all sports. Each school will have to independently assess how they can provide that to their student athletes.
And we also asked Amy about bands, cheerleaders, and even parents at area football games. She says bands and cheerleaders would be permitted if they would not push the total past the 250 maximum. As for parents,
we would need the governor, obviously, to change his mind on that. We're not opposed to parents in the stands. Obviously, limited numbers and social distancing would be a requirement. However, our focus up until this point has been for the student athletes.
The WPIAL is meeting Monday to discuss a deadline for schools to opt out and some other protocols. Schoeneman outlines them. You can find that full interview on our WPXI News app.
If you can let this go on but not let that go on, what's up with that?
Okay, you heard it right there. He is visibly upset after his event in Butler County was canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But this car show across the state was allowed to continue. Reporter Amy Marcinkowitz broke this news about a secret agreement that allowed the Carlisle Car Show to go on. And now she's talking to organizers of a similar event who are demanding answers.
I'm here at the Big Butler Fair.